Hi, and welcome to Moonbeam Connections. I'm Jacqui-Leigh. Today on Seriously Universe, Explain Yourself, I'm actually going to look at the Iranian War, or the Trump-Epstein Iranian War, if you want to call it that. And we're going to look at why is this happening. So I'm going to pull one tarot card, as always, kind of guide the way, and then I will pull out my board and we'll do automatic writing. So let's see. Universe, why is the Iranian war occurring? What's up with the Iranian war? And there we go, 10 of coins. So this is the 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles. This is all about legacy, wealth, family. So this is the culmination of everything that's come up, that's happened before, right? But this is, the 10 of coins actually really is about sort of getting to a point where you've built this solid foundation, and your children and your grandchildren even are like, you're able to support them, or and have this loving environment around you. Everybody's happy, everybody's content, everybody has enough, they have what they need. And so it's very interesting that the war would be happening in terms of this, but of course you can look at it as the legacy and the wealth, right? So the wealth of oil they have, that's why this is occurring. They have a lot of oil, people are trying to get it. Legacy, people trying to, create their own legacies. The Ayatollah had been in power, I think, since 89. I might be wrong about that. I'm not great on history. But so it is about a legacy coming to an end at this point, although it looks like I think his son might be taking over. But this war is all about the legacy and the wealth and the family that's wrapped into these countries, Iran and the US, and whoever else may end up be getting involved here. So let's get our board here. As always, I do dub over afterwards. I write in silence, dub over later. So if it doesn't quite sound right, that's what's happening there. And we'll look at the 10 of Cups, and we're going to ask Spirit, why is this Iranian war happening? Why is the Trump-Epstein Iranian war happening, please? I'll just take a moment to be silent. It's a cycle. It's a wake up call. It is meant to shake or wake up the world to power discrepancies and lies. There lies all the power of knowledge, the power of wealth. This war is waking up the world. It is showing the world the issues in power dynamics and wealth. It is allowing people to see how we are all connected, how we must love each other, how we must care for each other. The war is a travesty, but the war is here to shake things up, to enlighten people, to slow show people there needs to be a different way. There is a different way. Only when people become uncomfortable do they start to strive for what should be. With comfort comes no growth, no reason to change. Discomfort becomes the catalyst to change, the catalyst to make things better. Without the world coming together in this way, things would continue as they were. This war and strife, it awakening people, stirring people to action, which they would not have done otherwise. It is awakening people to a new world order of love and peace. Love. All right, so this message is all about, excuse me, waking up the world, right? To see the power discrepancies that are there, the lies that are there, the wealth that is there. And I'm not talking about specifically about Iran. It's not about focusing on Iran. It's actually a worldwide thing. It's focusing on the worldwide thing. As you can see, Iran's just boom, 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 boom with their bombs. We have the US that's already invaded Venezuela and kidnapped their leader. And so this is really all about this whole thing that's going on, this on the verge of World War III, which I think we all feel. We're all like, how is this going to go? Are we going to go to World War III or are we not going to go to World War III? This is all about waking people up, right? Getting people, getting the collective to do something about it, to realize these wealth discrepancies, these power discrepancies, and start doing something about it. As long as we all stay in our comfort zone, especially in the West, right? Everything's going well. We're just going to stay in our comfort zone, stay in our comfort zone. Nobody really feels the need to start changing things, to make things better, to make things more equal, to, love thy neighbor and to support each other and to, I would say, catch the people who are falling sort of out of the bottom of society, right? To set up those social assistance programs and things like that. And I think what this war and this all that's going on in the world right now is everything's changing, right? We're sort of changing the world order. We're changing how the balance is within the world. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Some people might experience it as a bad thing, especially if you are somebody who's in power, right? If you were like Trump, you may see all of this going down as bad, although he's causing it all. So that's half whatever. Anyways, but this is all about sort of this world conflict is all about shaking everybody up and waking people up to the fact that we need to create more equality within our society. We need to close the wealth gap, right? The power gap, wealth, power, right? It's synonymous for the most part. You got money, you've got power, and come together in peace and in love. And I think it really is going to be about understanding that we are all just people. Everybody wants the same thing, right? They want to have love in their life, they want to get an education, they want to have a roof over their head, and they want to have food. And that's pretty much what we all want. We just want a community and have enough resources for our survival. And by keeping all the resources and the wealth sort of in the rich few, the few that have all the power, and leaving the rest to just starve to death is not going to be acceptable anymore. And it does create these wars. I mean, if you're starving to death, you really have nothing to lose, right? You go and steal, you go and pillage, you go and kill people because you need to eat. You need to eat or you're going to die. And so this Iranian war is just all about making people uncomfortable, waking people up, having people look at things from a different perspective, and to see how we do have these power dynamics and wealth issues within the whole world. And it is causing problems. And we are allowing the powerful to overrun the less powerful, whether that's a more powerful country overrunning the less powerful country, or the more powerful people overrunning the less powerful people, more powerful people polluting the waters of the less powerful people, all this stuff. And this war and all this strife going on in the world is all about trying to create this new world order. I know people get scared of that term, but a new world order where we are tightening that up, if that makes sense, right? We are making sure that those at the bottom, say of the wealth, at the bottom of the wealth, are being taken care of. They have health care, they have enough food to eat, they have shelter. And then the people at the top, we're not allowing them to get too much. I guess I should do it this way: people at the top, people at the bottom, right? And the people at the top, we're not allowing them to get so much power that they're able to actually take over a country, right? Like there's some individuals within the world who have more money than many countries, and that should not be either. You don't need that much money, right? So it's all about this realignment within the world where we're creating a more fair, equal, safe society. And it may take us a while to get there, but this is a shakeup. This is a wake up. So I'm hoping this message helped you, and I'm sending you peace, love, and happiness. Bye for now.